So we're back again at the release table. It's good that we already finished release 1. So we are able to implement a lot of things for release 1. Both iterations 1 and 2 were able to implement the two-factor authentication. We're able to implement the responsiveness of the website. We're even able to implement forgot password. And so, of course, it doesn't come without problems, right?
Yeah.
And so we'll keep that in mind as we go towards towards release 2. So these are all the things that are left for our project. This is not the same as our initial plan from before.
Yeah.
This is because things have changed. And so we get new requirements. And so why don't we start? So for iteration 1, our main focus is the live chat.
Yeah.
So tenant can live chat with the property manager can live chat with the tenant. This is very important work that we need to undergo, and it should take us, I think, 16 hours each. Right? Then of course, right now we have the property manager, but we're not able to see who the tenants, who their tenants are.
Yeah.
And that's actually part of what we need to implement. That's gonna be for work hours.
But the list we see property managers and the tenants, that from the admin.
Admin.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's for only tenants that.
Okay, so now property manager can see the tenants list. Oh, perfect. Yes.
Yes, and then property manager can update tenant status. So there are a list of statuses. So for example, lease terminated.
Complaint solved.
Not solved, but more of their status.
Oh, okay.
But we're not gonna implement, like, for example, they didn't pay the payment. We don't. We cannot manage it this release. Maybe when we continue further.
Yes.
So, but yeah, property manager can update tenant status. So we'll include it here. That's 4 work hours. Last but not the least, property manager can solve and close complaints, because we can open complaints but
Yes,
not
yeah.
necessarily close them. So we need this to come in for iteration 1. Now, like I said, there are some problems that were originally from release 1. So we'll put the defects should be addressed. So all in all, this should take around 8 hours, but we can dig down deep, see what are the main defects that we need to solve. So first is that the indicator for account logged in.
Yeah.
So like I said, we've worked with
Property manager. Yeah. Two-factor authentication.
what I mean is we work with the accounts, and so
Yeah.
sometimes you don't know what you're logged in
accounts,
as.
Yeah.
So we really need this, so we know what the distinction is. This should take us around 4 hours, right? And then update profile for own account. We have it running, but we didn't present it because it was not up to standards.
Implemented. Yeah.
Well, it's implemented, but not up to
it's not
standards.
Yeah.
So probably this will take us around 3.5, 3.5.
5. Yeah.
And last but not the least is change password success page,
Yeah.
because we were not able to. Okay, we'll go towards iteration 2 this time, and then plan for our total release across the board. Now for iteration 2, one of the things that we got from iteration 1, because we noticed that there's gonna be a lot
Yeah.
on our plates this week, and it's not good. So we move this here. Property manager can resolve multiple complaints. Should be around 12. So for example, if you have multiple complaints, like 2-3 complaints about noise, and then it's from probably the same tenants across a property, You can just say that that's resolved. Next, admin can search accounts. This is a relatively new, that's why I put N.
So what's the
In here.
difference between the resolve multiple complaints and the property manager can solve complaints?
This is more of a singular case.
Singular, okay.
But this is if you can resolve multiple complaints
In one
in one,
task, okay.
yes, in one task.
Yeah.
That would be actually much better.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Because not only is it easy,
Like for the general complaint, which can be done by multiple tenants or the same tenants in multiple times. So
The same problem
here
multiple
the
times.
property manager can solve it, resolve it by one click.
yes.
Yeah, okay.
And next is the search functionality, which was introduced when we presented our product to our stakeholders.
Mhm.
So when they saw, oh, gotta have the search functionality, we realized we have to have it in by release 2. And so we put this in here, which will take us around 8 hours. Right? Now next is the web release should work properly. It is good that we already have a web release running,
Yeah.
but for all intents and purposes, before we finish with release 2, we want to make sure that everything
Everything.
works well. 8. Now, I put here potential bugs should be addressed
Mhm.
because I feel that with the many things that we implement, this might be very important for us. If there are something that's broken, we have to solve it. I'll tentatively put 0
Yeah,
because we don't know how
uncertain.
much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
uncertain.
And last but not the least is all buttons and titles should be correct. Because right now we have a lot of pages, but not all the pages have the correct titles or some of the buttons. So for example, if you wanna save, for example, the verification code, it says save
Safe, yeah.
rather than verify.
Yeah.
So we have to have the correct titles, and I think with our multiple pages, 8
Yeah.
should be
Yeah.
more than enough.
And
Done.
I think for like all the web release working properly and these buttons 8 hours plus ongoing because new push up gonna be on the GitHub and we will gonna
You can
test.
put a plus in
Plus,
here.
yeah, plus will be better.
Plus.
Yes. Okay. So let's reassign the roles. I mean the work done. So of course for iteration 1, I'm pretty sure I can probably implement the live chat here, but I would need some help. Right? So
I can do on the first one with you.
and I think we'll take Michael's help for the second one, right?
Yes, I'll help you.
And so for viewing the tenants, who was here?
Yeah, I can.
You can do it.
Yeah.
Joyita,
I can help her.
and you can help her. So J plus
SA.
SA. So yeah, we have the legend,
Legend.
because most of us have different names, right?
Yeah.
So it's easy to instead of writing the whole names too
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Next is update the tenant status.
Yeah.
Also Joyita, right?
And
Help with
Saida.
Saida also.
Yeah.
And then last but not the least, property manager can solve and close complaints.
Yeah.
Okay, one can do it because I think one has
Did the
Yeah, she
complaint
on
page,
the-
so-
Previous
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah, on the
She
complaint,
has-
she makes
Release
the
one
complaint.
experience.
she has great feel for the complaint. Next is in the defects. I think one can also handle for the account type logged in because we've discussed about this and I'm pretty sure you're able to handle this. Update account profile for account. You should be able to do and I'll help you.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And then change password success page.
I will do that.
Yeah, because it's a singular page maybe.
Yeah.
Next is property manager can resolve complaints. I'll do this.
Okay.
And then I think I will need some help from
Me?
from you. Yeah. We'll work together on this one. Admin can search accounts can be
Then my own.
Taiwan and Joyita. I
Yeah.
think Joyita can help her. The web release should work properly. It should be
Shibli can be
Shibli's
awesome.
domain and Michael, because it's not really an issue to deploy it. It's more of an issue to check.
Yeah.
So our testers should be much. We should leverage them here. Also here,
Yeah,
Shibli
yeah.
and Michael for the last one.
Mhm.
And that is our release 2.
Okay,
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah,
Okay.
perfect.
that's all for today. Okay,
That's all for
thanks
today.
everyone for having me.
Thank you, Arif.